In this part of the course, we're taking a look at the biological and neural functions of language, that is neurolinguistics, the relationship between the brain and language. Just under the brain's protective wrapping, and you're taking a look at the, let's see, it's over here, the brain, okay. The dura is the wrapping of what's under there. You don't see the dura in this picture. There are about 10 million nerve cells, neurons, which make up the cerebral cortex of the brain. This is the outermost layer, often referred to as the gray matter of the brain. And this is where decisions are made, where sensory messages are received and interpreted, where voluntary actions are initiated, where memories are stored, and where language is seated, actually over there. As the most recently evolved part of the brain, the gray matter of the cortex holds and controls everything which makes us human. Below the gray matter is a tangle of connecting fibers known as the white matter of the cerebral context. Think of it this way. The gray matter is like, that's our brain's set of computers. And the white matter is like a tangle of cords and connectors pulling them all together. The cerebral cortex of the brain is divided into two cerebral hemispheres. The hemispheres have contralaterally 1 and 2, so this would be the left and the right. I'm pointing, if you can see my cursor here. The hemispheres have contralateral functions. That is, the right hemisphere controls the left side of the body, and the left hemisphere controls the right side of the body. The two are joined in the middle by the corpus callosum. I'll show you a picture of that right there. That's the corpus callosum, right? Which is a bunch of connecting fibers which conducts information between the two hemispheres of the brain. Let's get back to that brain in a vat. The important parts of the cortex are defined by the folds on its surface, these things, of which there are two types. Now I want to show you that. Get rid of this one. I want to show you the folds on the surface here. We see this is looking at the brain from the left side, and this is the cerebellum down here. And there are folds called sulci and gyri. Okay, or sulcus and gyrus for the singular forms. The sulci are the folds and where the areas fold down and in. So here's a sulcus. Okay, and the gyri are the outward parts. Okay, let me show you the gyri of the brain. So those are the ones that go in, and they all have names, of course, which we don't need to know. Okay. We don't need this one anymore. You can see that there are many sulci and gyri on the brain, surface of the brain. But a couple of the deepest ones are called fissures, such as this one right here is called the Sylvian fissure. And then one that divides the brain, right here is called the the longitudinal fissure. And down in there is the corpus callosum. Okay, the longitudinal fissure and the lateral fissure, I did that. Okay, the substructures of the cerebral cortex in each hemisphere are called lobes, and each hemisphere has 4 lobes. The frontal lobe, let me show you where that is. Let me get rid of this now. Here's a diagram of this. Okay, so we're looking at the left side of the brain here. We have the frontal lobe here, which is where the functions of planning, prediction, speech, and discrete movements of the body are situated. The parietal lobe, which is back here, controls reading ability and the sensations of pain, temperature, touch, pressure, and taste. And the temporal lobe, which is down here, controls audition, memory, processing, and sensory integration. And the occipital lobe is for visual processing. Okay, so you don't want to get hit there. The left hemisphere, which is what we're looking at, is where the most important language functions are situated. In this hemisphere, there are 2 important areas which are known to have distinct language functions. Broca's area here, and Wernicke's area about here. You'll find different diagrams with slightly different areas, more diffuse or less or something, but this is about where they are. Broca's area lies slightly below the mid-back of the left frontal lobe, which is here. This is one of the areas controlling speech, the production of phonemes, putting them together to form words, and the production of correct word order. The other region, Wernicke's area here, which is situated in the upper back part of the temporal lobe, kind of behind your ear. Broca's is around here, and Wernicke's is around here. And this controls the selection of appropriate words to be expressed, thoughts to be expressed in words, and the syntax. So, okay, that's it for now. Let's see. Go to the next section in a second.